Welcome back to the series. You guys are really loving this. So we're in a series right now of going over all the different platforms out there, the different softwares where you can sell your courses, membership sites, digital downloads, all that fun stuff, right? And so last week we talked about Kajabi, and in this episode we're going to dig into Wix. Now this one's going to be controversial and we're going to talk about it. Let's go. What's up, magical human? Hey, if you're like me and you want to create a bigger impact on the world, why not share your knowledge and talents with others? Welcome to the podcast where I share marketing strategies, product creation tips, and real life stories of how women all over the world are using their knowledge and creativity to build a life and business they love on their terms. I'll share with you over a decade of knowledge and show you how you can take what you already know and do and package it into a digital product like a course, membership site, or digital download that sells globally. I'm Amy Jo, and you're listening to the Digital Magic Podcast. I told you that this is going to be a controversial episode because a lot of people look at you sideways if you're talking about Wix when it comes to digital product creation. They'll be like, no, don't use that. But I really don't think people understand the powerhouse that Wix actually is. We're going to get into it. I'm going to tell you everything I love, the things that I don't, why you should use this, who should use this, who should not use this. We're going to get into all of the fine details. But of course, before we do, I want to make sure that you have your digital product toolkits totally free. There's tons of goodness inside of it. There's 65 digital product ideas to get you started. There's a video training. There's resources. It's magical. So it's at herownmagic.com/toolkit. You can get that for free right now. But let's go ahead and dig into Wix. Now, Wix is a magical platform, and I think this one's actually going to blow your mind because, like I said, a lot of people think that it's just kind of a website building platform. I think back in the day, like years and years ago when it first started coming onto the scene, that's kind of how they position themselves, right? Like it's an easy platform, get up and running super fast. And so a lot of people kind of skip over it. They don't even think about it when it comes to selling products or selling digital products or physical products, anything. They don't think about it. They just think of it as kind of, one of those platforms to build a website on. It's so much more than that, let me tell you. And we're doing the series. I'm doing the series for you because I have personally been on a ton of these platforms for building for my clients. So I built blogs, website, course platforms, membership sites on tons of different software, right? Using tons of these different platforms. But I've also used them for myself because if you have been around here for a minute, you know that I am multi-passionate. And if you're listening to this, you may be as well. When you're like, I don't want to get pigeonholed into just selling one thing or just doing one thing, like you have a lot of interest, right? And so when I hear that from other people, I want to share my experience. And my experience as a very lovely, multi-passionate person is that this is a fantastic platform for people like us. Now, a lot of the platforms out there that we are going to be talking about, it's pretty cut and dry as far as like, this is a great platform for those of you who want to sell digital products, or this is a great platform for people who want to sell physical products. Now, again, if you're like me and you're multi-passionate and you love a little bit of all of it, you want to sell digital, physical, coaching, consulting, whatever it is for you. Or if you're thinking right now you're selling digital products, but maybe down the road you're interested in selling physical products, you're going to want to open your eyeballs to Wix right now. Okay, let's talk about all the fine details. Now, Wix is magical in itself for building a website because if you actually go and you set up all these different websites, right? You have a Kajabi website, you have a Wix website, you have a Showit website, you have a WordPress website, you have all these different websites in front of you, it's going to blow your mind of what Wix is capable of doing. I know. You're probably like, what? Are you serious? Yes, I'm 100% serious. You can actually go and look at the templates right now that are available completely for free for you to hop in and use. You don't even have to buy any. Wix has a complete platform on there for you where you can go and find a template that's going to be so stinking beautiful. Not just beautiful, but unique as well. A lot of these platforms out there now have tons of AI features, right? And you'll probably hear through this series me talking a lot about AI on these different platforms. Kajabi has their own AI, Wix has their own AI. There's a lot of different things out there. But Wix, what I think is so crazy, and I've tried it myself and it's kind of wild, Wix has an AI feature where you can just type in what you want to do, type in the kind of website that you want to create, give it a little bit of information, and it will pop out a complete website for you that was made through AI, right? Like it'll just pop it out, an original design, which I think is so wild that that's where we are here in the future of 2024, which is when I'm recording this. But I think that is so cool. And so for people who are thinking like, I'm not, a designer, I don't want to be a website designer, I just want to get this website up so I can start selling my stuff, this is going to be a cool platform for you to check out. Now you can go and check it out. You can set up, get their trial. That's something that I always recommend is check out the trials. Now I will preface this with just pick 2 to 3 software where you're going to try out the trial so that you can see the back end, you can see the dashboard, so you actually know what you're working with. I will say the dashboard of Wix, as a person who does zero web design or anything like that, it might be a little intimidating for a minute. But you'll be able to figure out, well, you're smart, you can do this, I promise. Right when you set up your account inside of Wix, it's going to walk you through like 5 things. It's going to say, step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Step 3, do this. And what I really love about this process, as it walks you through that step by step, is that there's a part in there where it's like, set up your Google profile. Like it starts from the get-go, getting you comfortable and you friendly with Google, a search engine. Because that's what you want to do, right? You want to be friends with Google so that Google starts saying like, hey, whoever is searching for this thing over here, here's a website you're going to want to check out, and it pulls you, right? You want to be really good friends with Google. So I really like on Wix, like I haven't seen that really on any other platform outside of WordPress, which that's a whole series in itself. We will talk about that one down the road. But I haven't seen it on, Kajabi doesn't have something like that at this point. Kartra, all of these other ones are very different than the process that Wix walks you through from the get-go. So I really enjoy that. I think it's great for new people coming onto the scene, coming into creating their website. I think it's great because that's something, again, that as course creators or people who want to start selling, online and they're newer to it, they don't even think about that, right? They just want to get their products out there. But we got to start thinking about SEO and the way that your site is actually going to be found on Google. Okay, that's really important. So love that. And speaking of SEO, we're going to segue over there for a second. Wix has, if you can think of a smartphone, so maybe you have an iPhone next to you, even an Android, but you have an app store, right? And so you can download these apps to put on your phone that help your phone do more functions. Wix is exactly like that. Wix has an app store that you can access that has a ton of free apps. It also has paid apps, of course, but you can access additional apps and additional functionality at any time. And so that could be something if you are thinking that you want to do print on demand. I know I have a lot of you listening to this who want to do that, where you are creating these amazing designs, you're putting them on products, but you have the product creation and shipping and all of that handled by another party. You can go into the app store through Wix and you can download Printify, you can download Printful, and those are 2 big print on demand companies, and you can have that a part of your Wix. Right? So you can run everything from your dashboard, from your Wix dashboard, which I think is so cool. But they have tons of other apps as well. They have SEO apps, so helping you get found on Google. I can't even tell you all of the things that they have, but they have a ton of things. So if you're ever needing, additional support with SEO or anything like that, you can download some of the apps to help boost your site, which is awesome. Now, they also have apps through the App Store that will help you get your website or your blog post out in front of other people outside of SEO. And it's basically, you can submit a post, like a blog post that you have written, or you can submit your website to be featured on other websites. I have a whole episode talking about this as far as borrowing other people's audiences. This makes it really easy. It makes it so easy to get in front of other people's audiences. So there's just a ton of functionality within the apps that you can check out as a Wix website owner. Woohoo! Now let's move on to the analytics inside of a Wix website, inside of your owner's dashboard. So you're going to log in, you're going to sign into your Wix portal, and on the right side, you're going to have this little AI chat bot pop up, and it's going to be like, hey, do you have anything to ask me? How can I help you? It's so cool. But you're going to go on there and you're going to say, you can ask anything. So you can say, how can I get my website to perform better? And it's going to pop out 3 tips, and it's going to say, do this, do this, do that. And it's going to look at your website. It's going to look at your analytics. It's going to look at your marketing. It's going to look at email campaigns that you've sent out. It's going to do all of its AI magic. Okay. It's going to look at all of this stuff, and it's going to say, hey, I see you've only sent out 1 email this month. You're probably going to want to boost that. Can you do 1 a week? You're going to be like, okay, like that's a great idea. Maybe I should do that. Or it's going to say, I just did this not that long ago, but it'll say something like, when it's looking at your analytics, it'll say, hey, like maybe you should boost your social media outreach because you're not getting as many people from Facebook this month as you were last month. It'll analyze all of this for you completely for free. I just think that is crazy, and it's so awesome, and it's a feature that I think all of these platforms should have. Something like this that helps you dig into your analytics. Okay, that's enough of the tech stuff, right? Because you want to hear about how am I actually going to sell stuff on this thing? How are we going to make money through Wix, right? So Wix has so many different options, and like I mentioned in this episode, I am multi-passionate, so I sell digital products, physical products, print-on-demand products, and I have a little boutique agency where we do service-based. So we build websites, funnels, courses, membership sites, all of that stuff for people all over the world, which is really cool. And I run everything through Wix because, again, I can, right? I can do this because Wix has all of this functionality. So if you are someone like me who is multi-passionate, you have a lot of things going on there, you're juggling a lot of different pieces in your business, this is going to help you. 1, it's an all-in-one platform. It's all under one roof, which is magical and just hallelujah, right? We don't have to connect to any outside parties. I don't have to use Zapier or any of these other things to get all of my software to talk to each other. It's all housed under Wix, which is really cool. But I can sell print-on-demand stuff. I can sell digital product stuff. I can sell, subscriptions and retainer options, and for like my boutique side, I can sell all of these different things. But I'm also, if I'm selling my children's books in person, because I do have those, I just sound like a mad person right now that I'm doing all of this stuff. But if I am selling a physical product, like my children's books, and I have, let's say I do a craft fair or something. I don't do them often, but I have done them. And let's say I'm doing that, I can have my checkout on my phone. So I have the Wix app on my phone, and anyone who wants to purchase one of my physical copy children's books at these fairs that I've done, they tap their card on my phone and they buy it. Okay? And again, it's all under one platform. I'm getting all riled up here. But I just really think Wix doesn't get enough credit. I really think that, because it is crazy. And I know I'm hyping it up right now, and I am going to tell you the stuff that I don't like, but I got to tell you all of this stuff first. You can have scheduling through there. You can do lives. So you can go live through your Wix site. You can host events. You can host communities. You can have your own app. You can have your Wix Spaces app, which is what I have. It's just the free version, no big deal. But you can also have a branded app. A branded app that you can completely customize for you and for your brand, so that when people go to the App Store and they search your brand, it pops up and they can download it. All of this, again, is through Wix under one umbrella of Wix Magical. Speaking of the Wix app, so they have the owner one where you can go in, you can look at your analytics, you can do marketing campaigns, you can write blogs, you can do anything really from your phone. You don't even have to log into your dashboard most of the time if you don't want to. But I really appreciate that, because if I am like, oh, I would like to write a blog post and I'm laying in bed, I can just do it on my phone. That's cool. But you can also, for example, if you do have the Wix Spaces app, you can look up Her Own Magic, check it out. But you can submit your blog posts through there, so that, again, you're getting your blogs in front of other people. And this all goes back to borrowing other people's audiences. It is just a magical thing. It is going to help you in more ways than one. And I have plenty of episodes on that in itself. Okay, I'm going to talk about a couple more features that I think are really good to know for Wix. Have I blown your mind yet on this platform? I hope so. Anyways, so another thing that we're going to talk about as far as things that are awesome about Wix is when you are inside of your Wix dashboard, you log in, you're checking out everything, you can hook up all of your social media. And so you can have your Facebook, your Instagram, all of these different social media platforms connected to your Wix dashboard. And Wix has an inbox, which means that any Instagram messages you get, any Facebook messages you get, any messages, any comments or anything like that, you can see again under one roof. So you log into your Wix, you can answer people's DMs and all of that stuff that they're sending you through social media straight from the Wix dashboard. And I think that is really cool. You can also create posts for social media. You can schedule them, you can create videos, you can schedule those again under your Wix dashboard. When you're doing these social media posts, they have access to tons, probably millions, honestly, of stock photos that you can use, stock photos and stock videos, stock audio that you can use for creating these posts. You can use these images in your email campaigns. You can use these images on your website. So you don't even have to go to outside platforms like Unsplash or Pexels or even Canva, to be honest. You can create everything, design everything within Wix. So those of you who are paying for tons of different platforms and tons of different services, this might be one to look at where you can kind of whittle it down to only have one place that you have to manage. And this is so important, again, for people who are multi-passionate, or maybe you have multiple businesses and you're like running all these, spinning all the plates and trying not to break anything. You're spinning all of these softwares and trying not to forget one and trying to make sure that everything talks to each other and none of the links get broken and all of that stuff. It's way easier, in my opinion, for someone like me to have it all in one space. So I can look at my analytics, I can write email campaigns, I can write blogs, I can schedule social media, I can design social media, I can get my bookings, I can go live if I want to. I can do all of this under one place, under one login, one user, everything. Okay, so it's very helpful. Okay, I think that was all of like the main really good juicy stuff that I wanted to tell you as far as what I love about Wix and why I think it's an awesome platform, why I think it's really overlooked really in this industry. Even people who are out there and they have been going at this longer than me. I've been going at this since 2015. No, 2016. We don't even know. Since 2016, I've been on a lot of platforms and I never hear people talk about this. So I wanted to talk about it today on my platform, on my podcast today. So I hope you enjoyed it. Now let's talk about the ews and the stuff that I do not like when it comes to Wix. There's really two things. Now the first one is when it comes to the theme and the overall design of your website. Now with other platforms, so let's just say Kajabi since we did that one last week. With Kajabi, let's say you want to, you pick a theme, you have the design, you like it, and 6 months down the road, you're like, I want to switch up this theme, and you want something completely different. You can just go buy a new theme and upload it into your Kajabi, and then you're pretty much done. You do little tweaks, and then you have your new design, right? Wix is not like that. It's a little bit different and it takes a little bit more effort in order to switch your theme. And to switch your designs. Now you can either hand design it. So, design it by hand and move things around, change backgrounds and make it, completely redo the design by hand. Or if you want to download another theme and upload it into your Wix, you can't really do that. So when people hear this, I think they think like, oh, I'm stuck with this design forever. Not really, because like I said, you can design each section whenever you want. You can change your colors, backgrounds. You can make it look however you want, whenever you want. This is specifically for the people who love to download a completed theme that has multiple pages and upload it into their platform. So upload it into their Kajabi or upload it into Wix. You can't do that. So if you wanted a completely overhauled design of all of your pages, you either have to do that step by step by hand or hire someone to do it step by hand. You cannot upload a completely new theme and have it magically done. So for some people, that's a deal breaker. And they're like, what? That's crazy. And that's totally fine. You have to figure out what you are comfortable with. For me, I thought of this as kind of a pro because I can definitely be someone who's like, I want to switch. I want to update this. I want to do that. And this helps me stay present and stay focused on things that matter more, right? Than, a tweak here or a tweak there. So it's keeping me steady and on this platform. Now, number 2 is if you say you wanted to completely overhaul your theme and your design and you don't want to hire somebody, you don't want to do it from scratch and you want a completely new layout, then you create a new site under your Wix dashboard and you transfer your domain, which sounds easy. But then if you do have digital products, let's say you have courses, you have blogs, you have all of that stuff, you have to individually download those and re-upload them. So it's kind of a lengthy process. It's not as cut and dry as doing something like that in Kajabi. So that is something to keep in mind. If you are someone who likes to, platform hop or switch themes a lot, that is something that this is going to make you stay and make you consistent with a theme for a while, unless you want to put in the legwork. So you really need to know that from the get-go. The second is pricing. So there are, of course, several different pricing plans when it comes to Wix. So you can start on basic, you can do, business pricing, you could do enterprise, blah, blah, blah. But that plan in itself will include X number of contacts. So for example, let's say you get one of the basic plans, like the monthly plan. Let's say, for example, it's $16 a month. That is going to cover your monthly subscription, and it's maybe going to give you 200 contacts. And it'll say you can send X number of emails per month, right? And if you want to send more, then you need to upgrade. And the upgrade of that, you either upgrade your plan or you can upgrade your email plan. So there's two different plans that you're going to have to look at. You have your monthly website subscription plan, and then you also have your email plan. Again, it's all under one dashboard, which is really nice. But then you decide how many emails you want to send out per month, how many contacts you're going to have per month, that sort of thing. And you can upgrade as you go. So some criticism that Wix will get is, wait, I have to pay for emails too? Yeah, it's just like almost every other platform. With Kajabi, it's built into that higher monthly fee. This one, you kind of get to choose. You can either do, just the website fee, or if you want to do websites and have more contact availability so that you can send more emails, then you can upgrade that portion at any time when you're ready. Again, some people don't like having that double subscription thing. It's totally up to you. But honestly, out of all of the pros that I get through Wix, those cons are super minimal to me. Going off of everything that I sell and the different avenues that I do it, I have lots of clients who are on Wix and they love it for multiple different reasons. A lot of them are course creators or membership site owners. I have some who do speaking. I just think it's a really great all-around platform. And especially for those of you who are thinking, well, right now I'm going to do digital, but I'm really interested in print on demand or selling physical products, I would almost lean towards this way. That way you're not stuck on a different platform and have to completely switch. Like, you're already on the platform that can support all of your dreams and goals of whatever you want to do. So I hope this was helpful for you. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you on the next episode of this series, which we are going to do Shopify. So stick around, leave a review, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye. Aw man, this episode's over, but that's okay. You can come hang out in the Digital Product Female Entrepreneurs Facebook group, hang out with thousands of us making digital products, creating awesome, cool things, and selling them to the world. Come get inspired, come hang out with us. There's thousands of us there, and we cannot wait to support you. Now, if you need some ideas on digital products that you can create and sell, go to herownmagic.com and download my freebie. It's 65 digital products you can create and sell by this weekend. It is waiting for you there. Go check it out. And you have an amazing week. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you next time. Go create your own magic.